All right. Another Sunday. Uh, Busy one for me today, but I'm happy to be here. And I see Case first and Jay. Thank you very much for coming in. I'm sure there'll be more filing in and hopefully more. There's Dave and Bishop. Awesome. Um, so it's been a busy day today. I think a lot of you know, but my daughter graduated high school and we had her graduation party. So I've been there all day, so I haven't been online all that much today. But it was a good day, and now we're gonna have a good night here. So some of you know, like I say, um, that yep, you're first, and that the comp world is a big, bunch of guys, and this gentleman that I'm going to bring on here, John Linville, he is um, dirty shirt, not dirty shirt, True North, dirty hands, clean money. He goes to comps. He also does trophies for comps. I actually have one of his newer ones that he does now with the 3D. So let's bring him on.
Hey, there's that ugly mug.
How we doing, buddy?
Oh, we're doing pretty good, buddy. How you doing?
Yeah, we're doing. Like I said, it was busy. You said you were busy too. So, it's we're gonna sit down, relax, and you know, have some water and have a good conversation.
Well, PhD here.
Yeah, that's even better. Uh, Kay says hello. Um, Kay's
Hey,
going,
hey.
and you'll see Born Bearded. Uh, they are a couple, and they're coming from California to go to Worlds,
Outstanding.
and that's their first one. That's their first comp they're going to go to. So,
That's
um,
where I went and plucked my stepson out of last year. Got him out
yeah.
of that state.
Okay, so usually start off just to kind of get to know questions, you and stuff like that. But what was your first comp that you ever went to?
That would have been, oh, Lord. First comp that I physically went to was, that would have been Big Whiskers 2 years ago.
Oh, okay,
First
nice.
comp I entered was online for uh, our club,
Yeah,
for the Pack Beard Club.
nice. Um, what if you could, the money or nothing's no object or whatnot? What's your bucket list comp to go to
I'll be honest right now, World.
Worlds?
Yep.
Yeah, me too. I just had the story with you, but the things kind of combined, and Born Bearded Dave, basically, we had a conversation, and he was coming from California, and when they said that we're closing down for a week, and it was that week, geez, it's a 4 or 5 hour ride for me.
Mm-hmm. And
So
it's about five to 5.5 hours for me to get to it
okay,
from the
and
opposite end.
yeah, you're kind of the same with the opposite of it. And so, what was the last comp you went to?
Oh, and I see you're making me think. Last one
Sorry.
was the last one I did was the one we did earlier this year that the pack put on online.
Hmm.
The last physical one I went to, trying to remember, I believe it was Big Whiskers
Okay,
down there in Cincinnati.
yeah, that's good.
Big
Yeah,
competition.
it's funny. Me and John were having a conversation backstage. So he grew. He's a goatee now. He grew out his beard for a while when I went goatee, and the competition that he's talking about, I was the only entry in it, so I got first place. Normally, he had to go. but grew out his beard for reasons, and now he's back to a goatee, and I've grown out my. So it's just it's pretty funny, But it's uh, it's great. So we're talking about the pack. I'm in it maybe 2 years now or something like that. How long you been in there?
About three.
3.
Yeah, about 3 years. I joined shortly after they first started.
Okay.
I mean,
All right.
within just a few months after they formed.
Yeah. And
And I'm the alpha of the pack. Right now, we've only got one alpha. I guess again that's me.
yeah, I know we've been changing things around and stuff, and trying to come together. We're all over the place, We, Texas uh, is probably the furthest. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, including me in Pennsylvania, and you're Ohio,
Yeah, me and Country, we're both here in Ohio.
and you in country in Ohio, and then uh, Arizona. Uh,
Yeah, that's Emily.
yeah, why couldn't I think of her name? Uh,
Well, don't forget
and
my wife Luna. She's part of the club too.
oh yeah, and and then there's Mom and Pop, right?
Yeah, Mom, Pa, they're it's Mims and Pipes. They're next door over in Indiana.
Yeah, So we're spread out. We try to keep in chat in with chat and stuff like that, but it's hard to get in person. But I'm going to be able to meet John in person at Worlds and Big Country and Ryan. We forgot Ryan.
Oh, Ryan is Big Country.
Yeah,
Oh, you're
Ryan is Big Country.
you're talking Ducky, the other Ryan.
Yeah, Ducky. Yeah, that's.
Well, I'm not
yeah,
sure if he's
sorry.
going to be there or not.
I always call Big Country, but when we were talking, you said Ryan. I just thought
Yeah.
of the other guy. But it's going to be good. It's. I want to meet up. These people in the chat here, a lot of them are going to. Jay's going to be traveling 7 hours to it, and I'm looking forward to see him. He just got off of a show. They do a podcast. Tactical Santa, Jay, and Elegant Sasquatch, who's a company owner, does a wrestling show. So it just got done a little while ago, and it's good to support me, Jay. Thank you so much. You do all the time. So we the pack. I know we're planning on Operation Hydration. Coming up here. That's where we support our local firefighters, policemen, rescue, anything that we could kind of donate water to. And I know that's our next thing that we're basically kind of going to do, and hopefully we'll have our online comp again this year. So
We
we're
are.
doing things.
I'm slated to make the awards for our comp again this year. I've got Chris Hall's doing a comp, I believe, in September, and I'm also doing the comp, the awards for that, as well as Big Whiskers again this year.
Nice. So I'm gonna try to pull up some pictures. So if something happens, I'm hoping nothing happens. It's all the time, buddy. I've been working through a lot, and I basically been having a hard time. Yeah, there's this little thing up here, just a little indicator that basically just dropped.
Oh, I'm gonna pull a drawer out and get my foot up. Did we lose you, Mike? I think you froze up, brother.
Why? Sorry for the silence. I'm trying to work through this, guys. I don't know why. Let me stop this for a second. All right. Let's see. Let's try it this way. So we're still upgrading.
Oh no, you're good. You're good. I can go grab a few samples I've got hanging on a wall if you'd like.
Let's see if this will work here, buddy.
Okay, you're working.
But we may have to go to. But that is your logo.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, that is your logo. And these here, if I can get it bigger, this is what you did for the online comp
Yep.
that we did.
Made one for a whaler. Nobody likes a whaler.
But that there is it looks to me two different woods, but you can speak on it.
Yes, that's a walnut base, and the stop sign that is Baltic birch plywood.
Nice, very nice. And they were, I mean, the picture doesn't do it justice, but they were a nice size too.
Yes, they were. Those were, I think, 10.5 inches wide.
And then this is a little carving.
Yep, I did that for Taxi Phil.
And that's awesome. That work is.
He says he keeps that thing hanging year round.
With your new 3D happening.
Yeah. I picked up a 3D printer.
I would too.
Yeah, I picked up a 3D printer earlier this year. I've been keeping it busy.
And believe me, I have this, not that category, but I have this for that first place I won, and it is awesome. It's hanging on my wall. Very proud of it, and I love it.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Okay, let me see what else. And here you did the top part of the cane or the whole cane?
I did the whole cane. I actually made that for Cajun's dad.
Yep.
And that is
that.
the golden cherry shaft, American cherry handle. And Cajun said he wanted something that had a touch of home because they're from Louisiana. So I put the fleur de lis in it.
Yeah.
Trimmed it in brass and pinned it together with brass.
I see those pins. Yeah, I was gonna ask that. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody can see that. But yeah, it looks awesome. And then this is some of the 3D, the 3D printer that you're doing.
Yeah, we did a lot of those for Easter, especially the baby dragons and the dragon eggs. Kids went nuts over those. I did them in multiple different colors, including tricolor filaments.
It looked awesome. And like I said, I couldn't get some of the new stuff that you've been doing. Not that I couldn't get it, but my lack of, I don't know what it is here. If I uploaded anymore, it really bogged me down. It really, I don't know why it's saved onto my computer, but yeah, if there's anything that's closely that you'd love to show, we'll bring you up here. But like I said, guys, he's busy making these trophies for all different clubs, all different comps, and it's takes a lot of time, a lot of effort. I'm not saying all the time, but he donates this, and he really puts some love into all these. And I can't believe that. That is gorgeous. Is that one piece of wood?
That's one piece of wood run across the machine right here behind me. It's a CNC
Yeah,
router, and I cut that
yeah,
out back there, and that's made out of American cherry.
yeah. That's gorgeous. I know some Santas in our community that are professional Santas. They would love to have something like that. And
Put a lot of time in that, a lot of sanding.
and like I said, I love that. It's I'm sure. I'm sure. But I'm gonna stop sharing my screen here. Um, and then, like I said, if somebody would like to get in touch with him, where are we? Right here. So you could Gmail him, or if you know him on Facebook, you could DM him, and he'll get you going on
Exactly. I
anything that you
guarantee
need
I'll
there.
charge you 4 times the amount you want to pay.
Well, all the time we have this discussion in here because we do have like lots of makers, lots of uh, beard oil companies, and lots of different people. And you're paying for quality. We have Jacob. He usually stops on with the Leatherworks, and it. Yeah, you're going to be paying, but you're getting the quality. You're not just getting some junk.
Well, as you can see, I vape. Wife and I had a vape juice company back years ago when we were in PA. I had a vape shop out there, and my vape juice was in 7 different shops in the Pittsburgh area, as well as a couple in Ohio. And doing everything small batch, it's a lot of labor, a lot of work. So I understand what the beard oil guys go through
Yeah,
because it's basically the same process, measuring by how many drops and grams and milligrams, and it gets to be tedious.
yeah. I'm amazed with it. With some of the podcasts that I follow, and they're constantly trying to put out some new products, and the time and effort, and I love it. I'm looking at 4 different companies right now that's sitting above my desk here. That I have just the Hemp Wizard is basically right in front of my face here.
Mhm.
He's doing that comp, the BBB. September, and I'm hoping to go to that one. I can't give 100% on that because we're open, and as I told you, my job schedule stinks.
Yeah.
But yeah, Miss K, that's they were gorgeous pieces, definitely. Uh, and if you're privileged to go to a comp and you did the trophies, you'll it on your wall and you admire it all the time. That's what I do. You know.
I still haven't won any of my own trophies. I make them, I don't get to keep them.
That's right. It was funny because like, when we did that online and I was like the only entry, and I'm like, oh, Hilljack, that's right. He's got his beard going. He's got his beard going. And I'm like, just like I'm waiting for your picture to come up or Aaron Johnson or something. They come up and
Oh, I
blow me
tell
out
you,
of the water.
my first competition, I went up against Aaron Johnston,
Yeah,
and I came in third. Hey, I
nice.
held my own. I came in third on that one. I was very pleased with myself.
Yes, yeah. Anytime
I
there
think it was
it's
like 12 contestants.
that's real good to place with 12. Definitely, you know. But um, so the journey of the beard is back. I feel weird sometimes because of the fact that I'm going through this awkward stage here, and I'm happy with the growth here. And it's like,
Well,
you
once
know,
that comes in, it'll all taper in, and you'll notice
yeah,
when you take it down and grow it back, it comes in more gray, almost white. I know it turns white for me, and it all used to be red on the sides.
I'm telling you, you're 150% true. This is all white.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't believe it. I was like, oh, whoa, what's going on here? You know, but yeah, you're 100% right. And how long did it take you to kind of get to that stage that it kind of filled in and grew yours out?
Well, I started growing it right after Big Whiskers last year. 3 weeks. My mother, my wife and I moved in with my mom to care for her. She's
Yeah,
had some health issues, and she had told me after Big Whiskers that she wanted to see me in a full beard again. I'm like, no problem, Mom. I can do that for you. And
yes,
well, three
yep.
weeks later, she passed away.
Mm,
And I said, I'm just going to grow this out for her. So I took it down, I think 2 weeks ago, back down to a goat. So from
okay,
mid to late October, well, it'd be late October until no, early October until just a few weeks ago. That's how long it took to grow that out, and
yeah,
it was long.
yeah, nice. I'm hoping it looks a little bit better for Worlds, but I'm I was thinking about going back to goatee, but I said I'm not competing, so I was like, I just there for the atmosphere and meet a lot of people, and I said I made this goal. I want to see how it looks, and so I'm leaving it alone. I'm just going on.
Well, I'm going mainly for the atmosphere. I don't expect to even place. I've seen competition out there at the Worlds. I don't.
Yeah,
I can't. I can't. There's no way I can touch them on that. I'm going for the atmosphere. Go out and rub elbows and uh, shake hands, meet people.
Tactical Santa, good to have you here.
You may hear a
Um,
noise in
it's
about 7 minutes when my garage door automatically closes. You'll have to forgive that.
oh, okay. Thanks for the warning. This is Dino that I was just talking about. That he does a bunch of shows. He basically has the wrestling show that he just kind of started, and then Monday he has his show that he does with Bearded Chief, and
Hmm.
that's the Monday Mayhem. And then he Chief and Santa Tom do Trace Amigos on Thursday, right?
Okay.
Thursday. So yeah, the man's a busy guy, and he's really good to me. I had him on the show, and he's really trying to build up his brand, and he's doing a great job with it. And and I forgot Bishop on the Monday Night Mayhem. Oh, geez, he's gonna kill me. I do a show with Bishop too.
Oh, one thing you forgot to open with was Happy Father's Day to all the dads out there.
Yes, there was supposed to be a slide on that. I did it for Star Wars Day, May the 4th, and I didn't have a show with Mother's Day at the time. But yeah, happy Father's Day to everybody that's out there. Happy grandfather again. He just told me he's got a little grandchild,
I've
and
got my firstborn blooded grandson.
yeah, awesome, 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 awesome. And he gonna get to see tomorrow again, so
Yep.
that's a good thing. If you follow him, you would see pictures on his Facebook. Very cute and
Yeah, they'll
happy.
be over here tormenting me tomorrow.
And very happy grandpa there. And I'm glad that everything went well and everybody is healthy. But yeah, thank you. Hit like, share, whatever. It just helps me grow. Everybody says it, and I, I'm gonna bring content like this in. Of course, we talk about beard care and comps, whatever. But I'm trying to show all the aspects of the world I'm kind of in with the comps and people like him building these trophies. And I had the Whiskerina Gin Parks on, and she's newer to the game. I want to get a veteran on, but she said yes, and I said, all right. But so worlds we'll meet up. I started a chat on Facebook for people that are going to worlds. If anybody's interested in joining, just message me. I'm not going to add people just to add people. If you would like to be on there, there's some cool people I'm planning on. I just wanted for meetups, just an easy 1, 2, 3 to kind of meet up with people, cool people, plan something.
If you want cool people, you can count me out. I'm not one of them.
I'm not that cool either. So,
I mean, for fun, I snort sawdust. I mean, come on.
Well, we got a couple of woodworkers in here too. Kevin Woodworking, he usually pops in. He just built a beard shelf, and with the scroll side, it looks like a cross.
Mm-hmm.
And all the sides are all scrolled out, and it just looked like it took him hours and hours of it and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's not as technical like you were talking about the CNC and stuff. He does a lot of stuff by hand.
Well, I don't depend just on the CNC.
Oh no, I'm
in the
process
for my church. So
yeah, no, I don't say you do. I'm sure.
Okay.
You know, it's. I know you sell some things too, so you know, you like you said, you charge 4 times as much. It would probably be 7 or 8 times if you had to do everything. You know.
Yeah, try to at least.
Yeah. But yeah, this community, it's growing. It's growing in a nice way. I wish Cajun would bring back his show, Running with the Pack. I know he's on a little hiatus because of things that came up, but I always loved jumping in there and chatting with the guys on there. Also, it's a little bit more personal, you know.
Yeah.
But what do we got here? Thank you, Dino.
Dude, I'm just a retired tool and die maker. That's about it.
But yeah, it's a again, I say it on all kinds of shows and stuff. But I really enjoy this. This is my kind of out, kind of just be myself and talk to some great people. And it's fun. It really is fun. I would never have met anybody across the United States really the way that I've met people in the chat rooms and on podcasts and stuff. Yeah, Dino, Fat Jesus is awesome. He'll give you the shirt off his back. I talk to him pretty regularly, and I believe you said that he's going to Worlds. I haven't got that answer back from him, but I know he's been looking to get a surgery done, so I don't want to bother him too much, but it's usually late at night for him, so hopefully. But I was so mad I couldn't. This is the Ghent, West Virginia. That was the Chris Halls. I was 95 there. I had my room, all that stuff, and then they said, "Nope, we got to mandate you." So I was really bummed that I couldn't get there this year.
Yeah, I wanted to go last year, couldn't make it. Wanted to go this year, I wasn't able to. But I made the judges awards for it. So, yeah, a part of me went down there.
Like I said, he does a lot of these trophies, and we're not always going for trophies, but it's nice every once in a while to grab one and have a piece of artwork, basically that is there. They did a really nice. I think it was over 4,000 they raised that there, so that was really nice. I got to see a lot of pictures, a lot
Mhm.
of pitches. Jeff Harmon,
Garage door
that's
dropping. So I hear it.
that's that's not too bad.
There it goes.
But yeah, Jeff Harmon, he's a great dude. He's a great dude. Are you going to Worlds, Jeff? I see pictures with you and Dino. I'm from West Virginia. Oh, did you do the regular trophies or just the judges?
I just did the judges.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because Dino, he went down and he brought number one in freestyle and third place, 12 and above.
Yeah, I was on backup for the main awards. Chris said he had gotten a laser machine and he was going to try making them himself out of that. And they look great. They look
Yeah.
real good. But he
Yeah.
told me that if he was going to run into problems, I was his backup.
Yeah, I talked to him with on our show. I had him on promoting his comp, of course, and he was saying that he was in the green room when we were talking that he was a very busy man.
Mhm. Yes, he is.
And he made me wanting to sell that and just bring it out to you now, like
No, I'm trying to sell my laser machine. I don't want another one. I'm too busy with other woodworking stuff.
well, if you go, Jeff, I'd like to meet up with you. I know Dino had a lot of good things to say, and yeah, I want to meet everybody that comes in here and supports me, supports the community. So that's why I didn't even want to waste time on stage because I know it's a long day, and I know there usually a lot of participants. Like if my beard was out, I'd be under 12. I know it's in centimeters that they do there, but I'm like at the 11 and something on a good day. But so that category is usually pretty stacked. And but I've been seeing a lot of the bigger beards; they're being stacked. And so it's good to see. And I hope Mad Viking and Jason's basically have a great showing out there. But so, anybody got any questions for him? You can throw it out here. You can throw it in the chat. We'll discuss it. Anything you'd like to know. He's a book of knowledge. Like I said, he's been in the pack and he's one of the alphas. It is the alpha.
Yep. We've only got one right.
And we got a good group of guys in there. Trying to get more of them on screen here because, of course, it's the pack. That's what I represent, and I love seeing them in person or just in a video chat when I can. The last one, that was horrendous. I think I was mandated or I was working and I was trying to get service and it sucked. But hey, Randy R., how are you doing? We're just discussing. I just showed up some pictures of his woodworking and his 3D printing. And John's, you want to reach out to him. It's something that you want. You're doing a comp. You want to do some trophies or if you have a raffle table and you need something special, he's always willing to work with everybody. And he can get you something, or you just want a one piece of something, a sculpture, a Santa Claus, or something. I'm sure you can talk to John and could work something out here.
Yeah, last year for Cyan tattoo and beard comp, I did a rather large. This thing was about 30 inches long. A snake swimming in the water.
I tried to get that one. That was like my next one I was adding. I wanted to show like all the stuff that you're kind of with the 3D because I know you're new with that, and that was the next one I added. And every time I added it to here, and I go in and I do some just in the studio stuff. I
Mm-hmm.
see that little ticker. As soon as I added it over here, it kind of went out and it says you got like no service. Yeah, and I'm like, I don't. I'm not that technically involved here. I don't. Why? It's on a saved computer.
You
Why
live
does
in
it?
it's Pennsylvania. You're in the sticks.
I know, but I was so mad, and I wanted, because it is a beard show. I wanted to show the trophies, but the expertise on the cane and all that stuff, and the Santa, I had to do that. That was just gorgeous,
That Santa came out great. And I tell you,
Yeah,
Taxi was so happy with that.
yeah, yeah. Like I said, I know a couple of Santas in this. Um, uh, Tom, Santa Tom, he does a live stream about the Santa Claus world,
Mm-hmm.
and he is trying to bring more. He's trying to bring more Santa Claus into the beard community to take care of their beard, like they take care of everything else, like their suits and their little trinkets, their bells, and all that, and he wants them to have a nice looking beard as much as having a nice suit on.
Mm-hmm.
So he does a show on that, and I'm very interested in that. I'm hoping that maybe I could get that gray that comes here to kind of come more down there. Yeah, but it's he's great. His shows are awesome, and he travels everywhere. He basically goes to Santa schools. He does lectures and stuff like that. So,
Oh, very cool.
it's a good guy. Yeah, once you watch his show, it's like you don't understand. Like you see the sidewalk Santas, you see the Santas that are in the mall and stuff, and the work they go through because I mean they're working with kids. So they got to be certified. They have to have all their credentials in order.
Mm-hmm.
They got to hold an insurance policy, and he talks about all this stuff, and they when they get into the Santa gear, he gets into the Santa mood, and he has a glorious white beard,
Beautiful.
and he's grown it out from the season here, and then he's going to chop it off to bring that more Santa look, up a kind of look to it and stuff. But he doesn't want to, in his words, he doesn't want to look like a wizard. He wants to look like a Santa.
Right.
So I think that is just awesome that he
Can't
does
wait
that.
till mine turns completely white. Well, I'm itching for the day to come. I keep getting all the colors in there. I'm like, no, I want white. Give me platinum. Give me something like that.
Yeah, yeah. And I got the streaks, that are going through with some of the whites and stuff. And like I said, as you said it, when you grew out yours, the sides very, very white.
Mm-hmm.
But I still mostly brownish kind of looking. So, all right. Yeah, Santa Tom is amazing. He's a good guy. He'll answer the calls. He'll talk to you one on one, whatever you need, and stuff like that. So we're at the 40-minute mark here. We have about 7 in here, and I want to say thank you so much, John. I'm glad I was able to reschedule this whole thing with you and show your all your woodworking, all your art, which is great. And I know that if a trophy is made by you, it'll be on my wall until days end until they they put me down.
Yeah,
You know,
I
because
like hearing that.
it's a piece of artwork. It really is and stuff, you know. And I appreciate you what you do in your community and in our pack. You know, like I said, we got I'm gonna be promoting it. The operation hydration. Of course, it when it gets hotter here, you know that's basically when they're looking for water. They give it out. You know, fire stations and all that stuff, and they usually run low on it, and it's what $4 or $5 for a case of water. I mean,
Hmm.
it's not much, you know, and it it does good. It does good, makes you feel good, and that's our whole motto. You know, is basically we want to do good in this world.
Yes.
So, anything you'd like to say, bud?
And yeah, if anyone's interested, hunt me up on Facebook, JP Linville. You'll see my face there on the picture. And I will work with you guys on whatever it is that you need. If it's within my power and my capabilities, I'll work with you on it.
Nice, very nice. So, with that said, everybody, thank you again. I appreciate every one of you guys that come in here each week. I can't say enough of what you guys mean to me. But in closing, as always, beards don't conceal identity; they create it. And with that, John, we'll put you back, and I'll be right there to see you, buddy.